Hello and welcome to a Pathfinder update video. This is a major update to the Pathfinder indicator. If you're watching this and you've been through the other videos, you're going to notice there are some changes to the way that the Pathfinder official indicator looks. Very intentional, and this is to, again, improve your experience, make it simple so that way anyone can come and in a short amount of time be able to increase their account. Now, the first thing, again, I want to reiterate, when it comes to taking trades, you should be trading micros, not minis. So again, just to reiterate that, you can literally make as much money as you want to make just trading micros. If you want to make more money, just get a bigger account. But even at a small, $50,000 account, you can be making $500 a day with this strategy. You will see on this chart, everywhere that you see a diamond, this is on 1 minute candles, available for everybody. Anybody can trade 1 minute candles without having to have an upgrade on TradingView. You'll see every single one of these diamonds is a win. If I was to put on my trading sessions, you can see here is today's trading session from 7:30 in the morning to 9:30. Here's the 9:30 open, all the way into the post market, which goes all the way here until about 5 o'clock in the afternoon when the market closes, which is right here. And then you have a new day that starts. All right, so let's go ahead and cover this and talk about the changes. The first thing that we'll cover is there's some directional changes. So what I have done, and this is very critical, where you are at on the daily really matters. So what's happening on the daily basis matters. You guys will notice if you've been trading for any amount of time, there are days where the market just takes off and moves and it's just going. And then there's days where the market is very sideways. And so this is going to help you to look at, the directional line is going to help show you like where are you at overall directionally in the market. So you can see here for the last however many days since Thursday the 20th of February, today's the 11th of March, this has just been a downward trending market. There was one day that was bullish, 2 days if you count this, 3 days that were sideways. Everything else has been totally bearish. So taking a look at what's going on here on the daily is really helpful. But what I've done is I've made it so that way there's a way to know what the trend is on the daily and just transfer it over to the 1 minute. So you don't even have to look, but if you do, it'll give you a sense of what's going on in this market, which is trending downwards currently at the time of this video. So if we go back to the 1 minute, you will notice on the 1 minute, there is a large directional line. That large directional line tells you the market is going down, okay? It's red, which means the market is bearish. It's dropping, okay? Now back here, you'll see that the market is blue. So the directional line is blue, and it shows you, and that of course was that one bullish day that the market had, right? Or sideways day. And if I were to go back farther and press the replay button, you would see that there's more bearish days or bullish days. But lately, you're going to see all pretty much red line. Now, to also correspond with the directional line being red, looking for sells only, you're going with the direction of the trend, you're not fighting trend. This helps you to filter out the bad trades that you shouldn't be in. Remember, the trend is your friend. If you're going with the trend and you get caught in a bad move, which at level 4, you'll be able to see how to get out of bad moves, you can do that if you're with the overall trend, and chances are you'll be able to get out of that move in profit when you're under leveraged and you've managed your trade correctly. If you are in a buy in this market and the market continues down like it did on this particular day, let's say you were to take a buy in here, you have the potential to get caught in a really bad move. This was in this market in here from, for example, this signal here. This market moved down 1,422 ticks. That's very negative. You can hurt yourself. You'll hit your daily stop, and you can cause problems. Now, on the flip side, you can make a lot of money if you do this right. So you want to go with the overall trend. So you have the directional line, and another change that we made is that the channel outer bounds also matches what the trend is. So if you're like, hey, I'm not sure, it's red. So it matches what this. If price is below the directional line, this is going to be red. If it's above the directional line, it's going to be blue. Now, likewise, you're no longer going to get the blue triangles if you are in overall a bearish market. Why? Because it is more difficult to make money taking the buy signals. And if you really want to catch trends, you need to be going in the overall direction of the market. So in this scenario, you're looking for those sells. Now, with that, the previous blue triangles have been changed to diamonds. So the market still has a tendency to bounce 80% of the time from that level. You're at least going to get a little bit of a bounce. And so we want to take partials at those levels. So now you have those diamonds that let you know, hey, it's time to take some money out of the market, okay? So the blue triangles have been changed to aqua diamonds. So now you will only get sell signals below the directional line. And if we go back, you will only get buy signals above the directional line. We gotta go back here for that. Here we go. Here's your blue buy signals. Which brings me to the next point, your entry and your exit checklist. I'm really excited about this because now you have something that can be a checklist for you before you enter every trade. And when you're in a trade, you know what exits you're looking for. It takes the guesswork out of the market. Okay? So now if you look at the top right, you'll see no matter where I go on this market, on this chart, there is a box and it has numbers and it has an entry checklist and an exit checklist. So let's go over that. Our entry checklist. What is our overall direction? Our overall direction, for example, on this trade here, let's go back. Our overall direction is down. Okay, so let's do a sample trade here. All right, so overall direction is down, bearish. We're looking to sell the market. We get a red triangle, okay? Is there a previous, moving on, is there previous support and resistance? You guys have learned how to mark up previous supply and demand zones, okay? Which is support and resistance. Are we near a previous level? Why, yes, we are, okay? So at this level, we do have a support or resistance. We're at a previous support and resistance level. So yes, check. If you were to go back to these previous trades, you would be looking left to see, do I have previous support and resistance at these levels? Yes, we do, okay? Check. If you don't, maybe you either lower your lot size and still take the trade, or lower your contract size, still take your trade, or you skip it. Trend or consolidation. Are we in a trend or are we in consolidation? Right now we can see the market is in a downward trend. We are downward trending. This is still a lower low. Check, okay? If we were in consolidation, congratulations, you can still take the trade, but you're gonna be quicker to take profit, okay? You might not hold the same way that you would if you are in a trend, okay? Now, you could continue to hold it, but if you stay in consolidation, the market may go back and forth. But at the very least, you're gonna take partial anyways when you hit your diamonds. We'll get to that in a second. So are you in a trend or consolidation? It's good to know where you're at, okay? Is there a divergence? This is more of an advanced, but you're going to be looking for divergences on your other indicator, which is accessed at level 4 in school. So when you hit level 4, you'll get access to the other indicator. That will help you with that. So if you're not at that level, don't worry about that yet. Just worry about entering at your signals. So if we were to take a signal here, and let's just say we did it with 3 contracts. Let's say this is a $150,000 account. We take it at 3 contracts and we enter the trade. Our first exit, partial close at diamond. So when we get a diamond, we're going to take a partial close. This can also be at previous support or resistance. So if price comes down to the previous support level, we're also going to take a partial. So let's see what happens here. Okay, we enter the trade. Market begins to move down. Right here, we have a diamond that pops off, and it pops off. We'll see, we can lower this down. What we're going to do is we're going to take a partial. At the very least, we're going to close something. So at this level, oh, hold on, we need to go back. Re-enter the trade. So let's sell 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, this begins to move. When the price comes down and we get that diamond, we're going to close partial. We're going to take some profit off of this, okay? Right there, we're going to close part of our trade. And we're going to hold the rest. And we're either going to get another signal to which we can add to our position, or the market is going to drop down to our previous level of support right here, which is that lower channel. If that happens, we can also close part of our profit right there. We can close more. We have 1 position left. When you hit your profit for the day, you can close that position. If you get more signals, you can add. So if you don't hit your profit target yet and you're still in a trade and the market gives another signal, you could add to it. Otherwise, you can stay in that trade. You can hold for other diamond levels, like right there. You could now close and boom. You're at $400. Now, if your goal was $500 for the day, you could finish at $400. Okay? It's called a goal, not a guarantee. You moved your account forward. Congratulations. If you are not at your goal and you want to continue to trade, you can do so. But that's what you're looking for. You're either going to hold for your diamond levels, your previous lows or highs if you're in a buy. Okay? You want to take partials at these levels, and then as the market moves, you're going to continue to take partial. Now, when you are advanced, you can also at level 4 take partial at divergences. And again, always full close at your daily goal. Lock your account out and walk away. You've done everything you needed to do in order to continue on the path to becoming a successful trader. So that's your entry list and your exit list for trades of where to take profit, where to get in trades, where to get out of trades, okay, when they are doing that. And if you've seen the other video, you know how to get out of a trade that goes against you, how to increase your position, and then continue to take profits from there. Sometimes this market, when it does that, if the market pushes against you, you can oftentimes, if you're with the trend, if it pushes against you and comes back to the trend line here, which I'll show you back here, this is to the overall directional line. The market sold from here and it was a fantastic trade, okay? I'll show you again. Trades from the directional line, big moves, okay? That was in London session. Right here, this one popped over the directional line, which is still valid and has not fully gone bullish. These are still valid. If you want to sit and wait it out, you can wait. It pops back under and then you can continue to trade. Right here, this is again back to the directional line. Right here, after the market open is done, this is during market open. This market came all the way back to the directional line, gave a fantastic entry from up here. Big drop, that's absolute money. So the trades from near the directional lines are going to be some big trades. Oftentimes, you're going to get big moves from near the directional line in both directions. But always take a look at your daily and see what is the overall trend of the market. You should know where you're headed overall potentially, okay? and then this is going to assist you. So between the directional line and the removal of signals that should not be there, filtering them out, replacing them with take partials, smart trading. Now there's one other thing that you'll notice has shifted a little bit on this, and I'm gonna do a separate video on it because I think it's just slightly more advanced and it's one more thing that you have to think about. But if you look at our candle colors, you'll notice they're slightly different. And if I zoom in here, the exterior of the candle body, if it's bullish, it's going to be bright yellow. If it's bearish, it's going to be bright red. Okay? And so I'm going to do a separate video on that because I don't want to add too much. I don't want to give you a drink with a fire hydrant right now. I just want to cover the basic changes and then go more in depth on this. But this is going to play a role in how you take additional trades, especially at level 4 and beyond. Okay? So there's some advanced concepts here that we'll cover. But for now, those are the major changes. Again, we have directional line added. We have the channel boundaries that reflect the directional line. We have the removal of signals that are against the overall direction and instead replaced with the diamonds for targets for you to hit. So when you hit those diamonds, you can take partial, and then you have a reduced position which you can add to later on pullbacks and continue to take partials as the market moves in your direction until you've either hit your goal or you have a full exit and you wait for another signal. And then also we have the entry and exit checklist to help you before you enter a trade to make sure that you're clear and you're locked in on what you're doing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're as excited about this as I am, and that you enjoy the continued improvement enhancements on the Pathfinder indicator and the Pathfinder system. So thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.